yesterday.
Just ask her. Therapy this morning?
Mm-hmm.
So, my therapy usually ends at 9.
Hi, cutie.
How you doing?
Good morning, how you doing? I don't know if this is the end goal or just a step to the end goal, but I've had some feelings this week. Sure, if I had to like list it, I would say it was negative feeling. Or I was feeling I was feeling uneasy about something, and I expressed it and just allowed myself to express it without necessarily needing to solve it. I just am expressing myself and I'm holding space for this feeling. It'll go away whenever it does, but I don't have to actually solve it for it to go away. You know what I'm saying? I just give myself the space to feel. I think that's something that we have discussed as being something that, is just what it is. So, I don't know. Right?
You're right. I feel like I thought I was saying that too much. So, and you said your friend gave you space to express it. And
Yeah.
how did they react once you told them?
When I reacted, they were open. They were open to what I had to say. They were, not only was she open, at times where I would put out the disclaimer of my feeling may be dramatic, and she would kind of reassure me or interrupt to kind of tell me like, no, whatever you're feeling is not dramatic. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's your feeling that you're having. She act like you in that sense, and I tell you I don't like that. But she act like you, and I told her that as well. But it's not that I don't like it. It's I'm not used to it. That's why I had to realize I'm not used to people holding space for what I'm saying or reassuring me that it's okay to feel how I feel. So I say I don't like it, but it's really just uncomfortable because I'm not used to it. So I say I don't like it, but I allow you to continue to do it because I have to get used to it. But yes, that's basically what she was doing as well. Was just kind of like redirecting me when I would get to a place of like downplaying my feelings or not giving my feelings space, I guess. Or, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm expressing to you. Yeah. Yeah.
And you said you don't like it feels like patronizing, like fake, like there's no way someone can actually.
I don't know if I would put that much like thought into saying that, like that there's no way that da 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 da. I don't know if I put that much thought into it, but it feels very, it's like when you go to a job and they're like, this how you're supposed to do it. This how I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that therapy talk feels very like fake. It feels fake because it's very good theory, but the theory never really talks about the application. And that is where that's why I don't like it. I think a lot of times when we first talked, I felt isolated a lot. And I felt like othered. And I feel like when you hold space or you reaffirm to me that what I'm feeling is normal, it makes me feel not so othered. It makes me feel normal. It makes me feel like, oh, okay, these things that I'm feeling are not this drastic thing that's only my experience. And I know that it is only my experience. You know what I'm saying?
I get most of what you're saying, but I just want to make sure I understood. The normalizing is what initially felt like therapy talk that you didn't appreciate.
At first the normalizing, but it wasn't really normalizing. It was empathy, specifically. Mm-hmm. It was specifically the empathy. I would say going to school is hard, and you're like, I can understand how going to school could be hard for you, and I'm just like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the empathy. It's like it's almost as if I say something, you repeat it right back to me. So it's the empathetic part, but through that, like, it's not what you're saying isn't true though. You know what I'm saying? It is true. Unless it's blatant therapy talk. But most of the times, what you're saying is true. It's just something that it's almost like I'm redefining or kind of restructuring my brain in a way to say that this story that I've been telling myself of like, it's only me who experiences these things. Like I told you with the grief situation, like it's not just me experiencing these. It's not that I don't have the tools or the capacity to handle grief. It's that grief is fucking hard. So it's okay. It allows me to give myself grace. Grief is fucking hard. School is fucking hard. Give yourself grace if you can't do it, or if you having some difficulties, versus saying you can't do it and everybody else can. That's what I mean. That's a good example of what I meant by that. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Had a good morning today. I got up. Well, actually, I haven't went to sleep yet. I am preparing for the trip to Bali with Chelsie and some of her subscribers. So I have been out driving Uber at night to make some extra money so that everything is good with that. And yeah, got in this morning, talked to my friend for a while before I took a shower. I needed to wash my hair. Yeah, I need to wash my hair because I got a haircut appointment today. I had a haircut appointment today. Then I remember I had therapy, so I'm like cooking breakfast while I'm talking to my therapist. Sat down, I ate, and I went to go get my haircut, y'all. So I actually go get my passport pictures tomorrow, and or I go get my passport tomorrow because this is my current passport, and from what I heard, Indonesia don't play that. They'll turn you around for having bent corners, and this is just not gonna cut it. So, I'm going to get a passport tomorrow. So I'm like, yeah, let me get a fresh haircut, you know. And things are just changing. I have been looking at my hair for a while. I'm like, at first I wanted to grow it out. And then I'm just like, I don't really know what to do with it growing out. So I've been thinking about cutting it. So I cut it, and I didn't like it at first. I'm telling the barber, like, as soon as he handed me the mirror, I was like, I don't like it. It's not his fault at all. My hairline is changing, which is changing how I look to me. My hairline is I don't know. I know what my hairline looks like, and it no longer looks like that. And it's crazy because out of all the changes that the testosterone is having, the hairline is the only one that I'm really noticing. I used to have a very small, full, petite, very cutesy hairline, and it's just no longer giving that anymore. So he handed me, and I'm like, you know, what's going on in this spot right here? I'm like, so am I not just growing hair there anymore? And he like, you know, happens to the best of us. And I'm like, y'all wouldn't have known that. You actually have no way of knowing or of have known that it happens to the best of us, because I am the best. My hairline was the best. And now it's happened. So yes, it does happen to the best of us. And so I'm still looking at the hair. I'm like, he always combs it out into a fro, and I'm like, I still look like Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction, and I'm not happy with it. I'm just about to cut it off. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead and cut it off. And then my friend happened to FaceTime me, and she's like, well, don't you usually sponge it? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, she right. So I tell him, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Just sponge it up for me before you cut it off so I can decide if that's what I really want to do. Y'all, this man went to work. I mean, he was he was really scrubbing the fuck out of my hair, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, he going to work. Like, I didn't think he was gonna put this much effort in. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and tip him. I'm about to go ahead and tip him like $20. Like, let's go ahead and take care of this, da da da, because I'm about to look good. Why the man put the little peas in my head like this? Like, why? Why did he do this? It looked like I just got starter locks. And look at that forehead, man. Like, I don't understand why I can see so much of my face. Like, why is this something that is happening? Like, what is this? What's going on? This is not, I don't know what to do. I really just don't know. I don't know what to do with all of this forehead, well, all of this head. And I planned on coming home and shaving my facial hair, whatever has grown in since the last time. But if this is how big my face is gonna be, then I need facial hair. This is too much face. I don't know what biological reason men would have for having this much face, but I don't personally need it. It's just like I literally have a 4-head now. I always had a 3-head. Like, this is just an extra, that's an extra, like, just extra head, all for real. Like, this is what my hairline used to be. And then this, like, all the way back behind my eyebrow is crazy, because it used to be, boom, like, maybe here. All of that's gone. Just no longer with us. No longer here with us. So yes, I am about to do something about this so I can go get a passport picture. Like, because I'm so glad. I think this is about the best it's gonna get, like just fucking Gillette. Don't know what the fuck is going on here, but of course, I got something to do. Yeah, I think this is the best it's gonna get. I think that the more I'm playing with it, like, I don't like the haircut, but I think it's really the shape. I think I cannot do this fro shape that he's doing, so I need to start growing my hair out this is what I need, this and then this. It needs to be like Jersey Shore. It gotta be more hair here, so I need to come off my face a little bit like that. I think that is what I'll be aiming towards. If I don't cut it all the way off and just get a fade, a wavelength fade, yeah. Like, I have no problem with it from the side. It's from the front. I need more hair on the sides here. You know, it is real. All right, so I'm about to finish washing up my face, and then I'm gonna go find somewhere to go take this damn passport picture. So yeah. Again, I guess this is the best it's gonna get. I'm upset now that I know I should be going for the shroomy mushroom look, because I just cut all my hair off. That would have been perfect to just go ahead and shape it up, but now I'm gonna have to grow it into that shape, which means keeping this low. Well, not even low, it needs to, I don't know. I'm not a barber. He'll get it, we'll get it, it'll work together, we'll do it. Yeah, I'm just sad. Very sad day. So okay, I will pick y'all back up when we get these pictures taken care of. I just walked out of the first Walgreens. We took the picture, but when she tried to insert the card, damn, the sun is in my face, but I look good. When she inserted the card to print off the picture, the machine wasn't working, so I'm gonna go to another Walgreens. And I think that was for good reason. I feel like I look stupid. I had like a little stupid smirk on my face. I'm sure I did. So yeah, we're gonna try another Walgreens. And yeah, we're gonna get this done, get this taken care of. Real simple. Hair just look. Hair, you would never know that I actually put effort into my hair, but life. All right, so we just got back in our car from Walgreens, and I feel like all of that work and care just to still look like a fucking felon. And not even a felon where like I'm getting letters. This is like, I'm hoping that, let me not say that, that's inappropriate. I'm lucky if somebody want to make me their bitch in jail at that point. Like, that is, I could have just came here with the BDBs. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and find somewhere to print off the paperwork and stuff, because my appointment is at 7 a.m. and might as well just get everything taken care of, because I end up fucking up. So that's where we at with it now. All right, y'all, so it is Friday. My appointment today at the passport office was at 7. I got here at 6 because I was trying to be in and out, and when my best friend came to get his passport, the line was wrapped. So I just wanted to get here, get early. Figured I could do some online shopping. Real quick while I waited in line. And it's 7:50, I'm already out, I'm done. And honestly, it could have been a lot quicker. When I first pulled up, though, I went to this parking area and this homeless guy came over. Somebody I presumed was homeless walked over and was like, oh, the parking's $20. And he had like these things in his hand, like to put, you know, like how you put in your window to say that you paid. And I'm like, $20? Like, this nigga trying to scam me. Like, but as I was pulling out, the parking literally was $20. And I'm like, and he was like, I was like, nah, I'm early. I'm gonna find somewhere else to park. And he was like, oh, well, and he pointed to this lot down the street. He was like, the parking on the other end of that street is $7. I'm like, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool. So I come over here, I park my car, and I went and sat in line. It was only like 2 people in front of me. And when we finally got up there, everything, whatever, they had to start making announcements saying, hey, if you parked and you paid somebody, go take care of your car, because you should be doing everything through the app or through the kiosk. Like, you don't pay anybody. And there's signs all over here that says pay machine only. These people were paying that man for their parking, and he doesn't work there. So whatever. But yes, I got everything taken care of, and like I said, it would have been a lot faster, but I was taking advantage of this thing that they do, basically, where if your passport was damaged in a FEMA natural disaster, whatever, then they'll waive all the fees. So when we got to the end, I had already told her that. I had already came with all my stuff. I was like, yeah, here's the passport. You know what I'm saying? It got damaged in a barrel. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm thinking that was going to be enough. She understand. I'm letting her know, like, hey, I didn't know which form to fill out, so I filled out all of these. I knew exactly which form to fill out. I just didn't know if I had did it correctly. But I had filled out all the right forms. And then some. I filled out more than enough. So she was like, no, you need a DS11. So I handed her my DS11. Okay, boom, I already filled it out. And then when we got to the end, she was like, $225. I'm like, well, actually, you know what I'm saying? No, I comprehended what the process was very well. So I knew that wasn't correct. So I'm like, no, you know, it was damaged in a hurricane. So, you know, the fees are supposed to be waived. So she went to the back, and she was back there for like, I guess maybe 20 and 30 minutes while everybody tried to figure out what form was supposed to be done. It's all on the website. It's literally, it tells you exactly which forms need to be done. You got to do the 5504 to 64 and write some type of statement. All of that stuff was already done on my behalf. I just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, okay, well, she's there, so she should know. And in case she asked me for it, I have it. But in case I did the wrong thing, I have the other one as well. It's kind of where I was at. So she came back and she was like, oh, you actually need to do this form. And I was like, oh, I already did it. And she moved everything over, and boom, $60. So yeah, it might have took me like an extra 20 minutes, but I saved $165. And now these people are following another homeless man who's directing them into this parking lot. Let me move. So this another homeless man that's directing them to this parking lot. So hopefully they paid the thing and not him. But the parking over here is only $7. The parking here is only $7 versus the $20 over there. So yeah, okay, but I am done now. I have not gotten sleep again. The second day no sleep. Well, no, I slept throughout the day. That's why y'all haven't seen me. I slept throughout the day yesterday, and I got up about 1 a.m. And I couldn't go back to sleep, so I got out. I drove Uber until about 6, and then I came here. So I'm about to go home and cook breakfast and probably go to the gym, or maybe I'll just go to sleep and then cook breakfast when I get up and then go to the gym. I don't know. We'll see. But it's Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.